Hey, John here. It's Friday, so that means some more hybrid picking. In today's lesson, we're going to go through a lick as usual, but also a really helpful sequence that will enable you to get the hybrid picking into your playing more organically. If you want tabs, you can go to my Patreon, and once you're there, you'll get access to the entire lesson library featuring hundreds of different lessons. So if you like what I'm doing here, I think you will really love the content I have over there. Also, don't forget to sign up for my newsletter, and you'll get access to 17 free lessons straight away, and then you get a series of exclusive lessons, both in text and also video, that you won't find anywhere else. Right, here's the slow version. We start on the 5th fret of the A string. Right, so this lick uses the D Lydian scale, and if you're not familiar with the Lydian, it's the 4th mode of the major scale, and if you compare it to a major scale, it's the same notes except we raise the 4th degree. So this sequence is based on 2-1-2 shapes, and what that is 2 notes, 1 note, 2 notes. And we get a few different arpeggios here. So the first arpeggio is a D major 9th, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. And the sequence we're going to apply is going to go like this. So we down, hammer, M finger, A finger, go back to the A string again, and go down, M, A, hammer. Next arpeggio is first inversion E7. So here's the root, but we start on the 3rd. So we have 3rd, 5th, flat 7, root, 3rd. Same sequence. And finally we go up to A6 arpeggio. It's basically 3, 5, 6, 1, 3. So put together. To that, I slide up to 12th fret, and we're still using the A major arpeggio here. So slide back where we came from. And from this note, I play this sequence. And it's a bit different each time for me, I think, whether I pick these notes or if I pull them off. So you can try both ways because it just will give you a different sound. You can also experiment with the dynamics for this bit in particular. Add some slight pinch harmonics, depending on the sound that you want. So again, slowly from the beginning. Alright, so this exercise will help you with your hybrid picking, but also your legato. Why this exercise is so good is that you use the hybrid picking in the way that you probably will use it the most when you improvise. So generally when you hybrid pick, and obviously this will be up to you, but a lot of the times when you hybrid pick, it's not really sitting between 2 strings, you know, back and forth like that the whole time. It's usually more fluid than that and more non-specific. If you improvise some legato line, I had some going back and forth between 2 strings, but it's a bit more unpredictable than that. So this sequence then will help you with that, because where the hybrid picked finger is used is going to be different rhythmically each time. So it's very helpful, especially if you practice it in 2 ways, using 8th note triplets at 3 notes per beat, and 16th notes 4 notes per beat. All right, so here's the actual sequence. We're going to be using 3 fingers at a time, and if you've watched any of my other videos, you know by now that that means 1 2 3, 1 2 4, 1 3 4, and 2 3 4. That's the possible combinations. You could also apply this to any scale, 3 note per string scale if you want, but for now I think it's good to stick to these fingerings so you get an equal workout for all fingers. So I'm going to demonstrate this with 1 2 4, and I'm going to start here on the 5th fret. So just a basic groups of 4 sequence. So start here and go 1 2 3 4, and it's a string crossing here. I'm using hybrid picking. Then I go back to 2nd note here and go 1 2 3 4, and then the last time I start on the last note on the previous string and go 1 2 3 4. So again. And what you're striving for here is evenness when you change strings. So you want to make that inaudible as possible. And you do that by not over picking with the hybrid picking or the actual picking. So again, from the beginning. Now, if I play this with 16th notes, then the hybrid picking will occur on 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3, 1 2. So we'll be hybrid picking on 4, 3, and then 2. So 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. Right? And when you do this with triplets, 8 note triplets, then it will be 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. So we didn't have 1 in the previous one, but now they're all going to be on the beat. So, and they all feel different. So you want to do both. The way you can divide this is basically do all combinations in one position with 8 note triplets, move up to the next one, do it with 16th notes, triplets, 16th notes, and so on. And that's a really good way of doing it. So I'm just going to play it from the lowest string up to the highest string so you can see what it looked like. And if you noticed, I restarted each string group with a pick, even though you could technically go, let's do legato here. That's my preference, and feel free to do legato instead, but I think it's good to have that downstroke there because it feels more solid and it's sort of a natural accent anyway. All right, so once I get up here, so that's not a slide, it's a position shift, right? So, all right, so once you move up a half step, you're gonna do the descending version. So again, I'm gonna count 1 through 4. So it's gonna be 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. The way that I pick this is I'm starting with a downstroke, and legato for the rest of the string, another downstroke, but that's fine because you have so many notes. Even if the tempo would be really fast, it wouldn't be a problem because you have so many notes in between. So downstroke, pull off, down. Next group of 4, I start with the M finger. 1 2 3 4, so M and then down, and then we repeat that M and then down. And again, I restart with a downstroke. And keep on going like that. Now, for the rhythm here, when you do 16th notes, now all the hybrid pick notes will actually be on the beat. So So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. But when you do the triplet version, you're gonna get 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So basically it's the opposite compared to the 16th notes. So you're gonna get, on the 16th notes, you get sort of this traveling accent going up and then on the beat going down. And the opposite way with triplets, you get the on the beat going up and then traveling accent on the way down. What I mean by traveling accent is this. So I have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So basically it moves from 1 and then 2 and 3. Only difference here is that we pick the first note of the sequence. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And continue like that. So that's the basic idea, but like I said in the beginning, you want to do this with 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4, and 2, 3, 4. So the way that I suggested to practice this is go through these zones I've talked about before, where we cover the fretboard in 4 fret chunks, all the way up to 17 and 20, so we get 5 different chunks. And then you do the exercise with triplets or 16th in this one, up and then down, with all 4 fingerings. And if you don't have as much time or you don't want to spend that much time on this one, you simply move up to the next 4-finger positioning and do 16th notes here, and then you go triplets here, 16th notes and triplets. And then tomorrow you might start over here again, but now you start with 16th and then triplets, 16 and triplets. It will even out after 2 days. So that's one approach. If you have more time, I really suggest that you do both triplets and 16th in all positions, because it doesn't take that long. So basically you do the whole exercise, all 4 fingerings in triplets, and then you do the same thing in 16th, move up to the 5th position, do the same thing, 9th position, 13, 17. It will take you twice as long, but just think this is such an important exercise for you to easier integrate your hybrid picking into your normal playing. And also you work on your legato here, so if you're short on time, you still get some legato practice as well. So I find this a really good use of your time if you're interested in this type of technique. Alright, so hope you like this one, and if you have any questions, just post them below. Otherwise, have a great weekend and see you on Monday.